What's up, guys? Here's your most original content creator, Albino. We're going to do something new that no one has ever done before in MSF content creator community. We're going to do something called a war review. This is by far the most original content that you will get from any content creator for MSF. Nothing is copied from any other content creators here. Even my hairstyle, you won't even see that on any other content creators. Definitely not any boomers. Yeah, let's go smash it. So what I'm going to do today, guys, is basically we're going to do war review. As I'm sure you've seen, Casino's done it. Duratic, or however you pronounce his name, has done it before. So we're going to take a look at and hopefully do it within 13 minutes here before war is over, since I didn't actually capture any footage. We're going to take a look at, war layout, strategy. It's not necessarily about the battles themselves, but what basically how my alliance, in particular me, as in one of the what we call warmongers in our alliance, how we decide what targets to attack, where to attack, when to attack, um, in order to hopefully best succeed. Now, first thing we do whenever we get matched up with someone is take a look at who we're going against. So obviously we got Wakanda Aqua here, which I'm hoping some of you recognize, because if we take a look at our leaderboards here, go to strongest alliances, top 100, scroll down here down to like 90. Oh hey, look at that. Wakanda Aqua. 233 million. Now, let's go take a look at my lines. Castle Doom. Alright, 453 with 202 million. So we're looking at like 31 million punch up here. So that's going to drive most of our decisions. Now, something that most people may not be aware of is that Wakanda's bigger cluster, and their alliances are a little bit more organized as to what their focus is. So if we take a look here, you can see that Wakanda breaks down their alliances into, hardcore raiders, warmongers, balanced, casual, and then training. Well, here's Wakanda Aqua and warmongers, to which I say that's pretty interesting. Um, Seeing that they have a war-focused alliance, that we were able to beat at a 31 million punch-up. So, hopping back to the game here, I will say I honestly think these guys were on an off-war, which to me seems weird as a war-focused alliance that you would have an off-war, but hey, whatever. You do you. So, for Castle Doom, what we typically do is we start off with a two-tier drill down. So we'll start left, right, and just start drilling down um, each room, picking the weakest TCP character, player rather, and just going through them. So here we hit Jolly Boy in Flight Deck 1, and in Flight Deck 3 we ended up hitting Lightwalker. Now, typically it's a race out the gate to find armory, but knowing that we were going up against a 31 million punch up, we didn't really think we had a chance, and we wanted to play it more smart and more efficient. So really, we went digging, and we were hoping to find like their med bay and their barracks. So luckily, we were drilling down both sides, got to reactor pretty quickly, bridge on the other side, and then we drilled down, hit engineering. Now at this point we saw engineering here, and figured we probably will end up getting, with bridge not having any kind of bonus, it was probably going to be an engineering, security, barracks, armory setup. And you'll see here, hey, security, so we guessed right. And we figured armory was here, and hey, we guessed that one too. But what was interesting was medbay was here. We were expecting medbay to be down here, so we kept drilling both sides, went through cargo bay, and then we hit barracks here. And when we did that, we were like, all right, let's figure out what's going on here. We actually, once we hit engineering here, instead of going to armory, we full cleared engineering to expose what we thought was going to be barracks here, but ended up being medbay. And then realized, okay, security's here. It's going to be buffing all three of these globals. Let's drill through medbay, expose security, full clear security, and then back up and full clear medbay, full clear barracks, and then we'll go to armory. Now, the thing that really worked out to our advantage here was Wakanda was not in a race for armory, whether it was because we were a lower TCP and they figured we were like a gimme, or if this really was an off war. They were just drilling down on left side here. Now, what might have played to our advantage is we had fought Wakanda Steel. At least I think it's Wakanda Steel. Let's jump back here. Yeah, Wakanda Steel. We had fought them in Zone 4 like a month or so ago before we switched to Zone 3. And they may have, using the MSF.GG bot, saved our layout. Now, knowing they're a bigger cluster, they probably save a ton of Alliance war defense layouts, and me being such a religious user of MSF.GG's bot, in fact, I'm pretty sure I'm the #1 user. I was listed a couple weeks ago when they hit one of their milestones. I know that this is a thing, so we make sure we change up our defenses on a pretty regular schedule. That way we can avoid those situations. So they started drilling down the first column here, thinking that our armory would have been here, but it ended up in a different location. What's kind of crazy here is by the time we were hitting engineering and cargo bay on both sides here, they were only, if I'm remembering correctly, only getting through our engineering. Let's look here. 22 hours ago. That was my wife calling me. I have a newborn at home, so might have to cut this short. But real quick here. Where was I? Let's look here. Yeah, we were already at engineering at that point. But we got some really key defensive wins in some of these rooms, like let's see. Oops, I'm looking at attack. Got completely turned around. Sleep deprivation from newborn. It's totally a thing. Got some key wins from these Avenger Coulson teams. We dedicate a team of the month basically to focus on a team, whether it's war offense or defense. And Avengers happens to be that focus this month. And it's just been really rewarding. I mean, looking here at, we're going to go down to American Primate because he racked up some defensive wins. Yeah, cancel, victory. I mean, another victory, another cancel, another victory. It was crazy. That's really what kind of gave us that a huge advantage, and we were actually able to clear by the fourth energy refresh. It took a lot of buys, but we were able to do it. Just looking at review of defense victories, we got 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33 versus their 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Yeah, I mean, 6 defensive win difference may not seem like that big of a deal, but it's the difference between full clearing at 4th energy refresh or having to wait until 5th. Like I said, this is a pretty big win for us. Just knowing that most likely it's going to secure our top 100 War Season rewards, as well as being a top 100 TCP Alliance. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we only got a couple minutes left here. Didn't actually get any fight footage, so maybe the next couple of wars I'll make sure to do that and kind of refine this a little bit more. I know Casino and Daratech have done this, and theirs are probably a little bit more interesting since they actually have gameplay. But this is definitely more of a leader strategist perspective on war. All right, guys. Albino out.